great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Custer, founder of the Custer Academy, and in this video I'm going to have a look at the adaptive approach. What is special about the adaptive or agile approach? And we also look at agile and Kanban and other possibilities that may exist. Now when we look at this, you will see that there are some applications. When we look at agile, there are different methods that exist and we will discuss them later. All of them are adaptive approaches to project management that are classified under the name of agile. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's start with the presentation. Let's have a look at the adaptive or agile method, and I speak about agile, Kanban, but I also have to talk about Scrum and other agile methodologies. Basically, when we look at Scrum and Kanban, we look at a backlog where we have stories, we have tasks and stories, and they go through different steps. We create, in fact, from the backlog, we create the stories that we have to do. So when we have Scrum, we start the sprint and we put all the stories in the sprint until the sprint is finished. And during the sprint, we don't have any changes because we identified what was necessary to be completed during the sprint. And then we finish that, we reevaluate, and we start again. With Kanban, it's a little bit different. It's a continuous system. So we're constantly optimizing or prioritizing the activities that have to be done. Like I said, Kanban is a constant flow. It's based on the flow principle in Kaizen and in the Toyota production system. Basically here we are in fact not doing sprints, but we have a continuous flow of activities. And what we are going to do is we are going to manage the work in progress. We looking at activities that are going through the phases, and we limit the amount of activities that are going through. Now, when we look at requirements and agile, we define and identify the requirements at the beginning of the project. We always have to know, what do we want to do? Now, we have to prioritize those requirements, and we have to look at different parameters. First of all, what is necessary for commercial use? And you see, it's already a different approach. We're prioritizing so that we can use the elements very quickly. What is necessary for functionality? We want to have something that is working after a short period, after a sprint, or after 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. We want to have something that has functionality. So we have to identify what items we have to complete to guarantee the functionality. Now we also have to look at security and safety. These are elements that are basically very important, certainly today, with all the cyber actions, all the hacking that's going on. And basically, when we look at the agile methods, we use the 80-20 rule or the Pareto rule. Basically, 20% of what we build will realize 80% of what we want. And looking at this, we're looking at the way to identify that 20% and already get an 80% functionality. So that was it for Agile. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you and bye-bye.